Hi guys, this is Chef Kimchi and let's make some kimchi today. A lot of people commented asking for my grandma's kimchi recipe and today I'm revealing her secret napa cabbage kimchi recipe. I hope this becomes your ultimate guide so that you never have to search for kimchi recipes ever again. Just to give a little bit of background knowledge, each province of Korea has a different style of kimchi. From the southern part where my grandma's from, the kimchi uses a lot of 젓갈. 젓갈 is essentially heavily salted seafood. She used to make herring fish 젓갈 at her house and use it for her kimchi. I tried buying them online and making a batch, but it just didn't taste right. I could make it at my house, but they would probably kick me out for stanking up this whole place. So what I'm going to do is follow my grandma's recipe, but the only difference is going to be that I'm going to use salted shrimp instead of 젓갈. I broke down the process of making my grandma's kimchi into 5 steps. The first step would be to brine the cabbage. The rule of thumb when you brine the cabbage is 13%. 13% of the weight of the cabbage is how much salt you're using. 1/3 of the salt is to sprinkle in between the leaves and 2/3 we're gonna melt in water. Step 2 of my grandma's kimchi is making chicken stock. Every household uses a different stock. My mom used anchovy kelp broth. If you're vegan, you can follow my vegan kimchi recipe and use the mushroom kelp broth. First, we're gonna cook chicken in cold water, bring it to a boil, and cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes. Pour everything out, wash the chicken, and start in cold water again. Once we are done with the chicken stock, it's time for step 3. Step 3 is making the glutinous rice porridge. Strain the chicken stock with a cheesecloth so that you can remove any fat or impurities. For 1 head of napa cabbage kimchi, we need 1 tablespoon of the glutinous rice powder, 1 cup of chicken stock. But 1 cup in Korean units is less than the US cup, so it's going to be right in between the 3/4 cup line and the 1 cup line. While we wait for the radish, we're going to bloom the gochugaru in the rice porridge. This is the most important step of kimjang, which is suyuk. In Chinese characters, su means water and yuk means meat. It can be directly translated to water meat. You can use any cuts of pork. Tougher cuts just take a longer time, but pork belly usually takes about 40 minutes to an hour. Once the gochugaru has bloomed, mix all the sauce ingredients together, add minced garlic, ginger, sugar, and green onions to the bloomed gochugaru and salted radish. This is how you do a taste test. You break off one of the brined leaves, add some of the sauce. When you try it with the brine leaves and it tastes just right, then it means that it needs a little bit more salt. It has to taste a little bit more salty than your desired taste. Now it's time to put everything together. I followed my grandma's style and covered the leaves with a lot of sauce, but this is not always necessary. It depends on your style, so put the amount of sauce that you want on the cabbage and stuff the insides with a little bit of radish and the green onions inside the sauce. Ta-da! Oh no! Pack the kimchi tightly and store in an airtight container. Cover with plastic wrap to reduce air contact. Leave at room temp for a day and move to the fridge. Thank you for watching my first long cooking video, and if you have any recipe requests, please leave a comment and bye-bye!